This is Ohio Harness Update, a look at harness racing across the Buckeye State. Ohio Harness Update is brought to you by Matt Franklin, Wealth Advisor at Wire to Wire Wealth. Here are your hosts, Frank Froz and Cheyenne Chrisman.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Frank Froz.
And I'm Cheyenne Chrisman.
In this edition of Ohio Harness Update, the USTA held its annual meeting in Columbus where they made some rule changes and they honored the OHHA's executive director.
Racing continued at Miami Valley with the Memorial Medley Series and Legend Lake Closing Series.
We meet Pat Malloy Jr. in our driver trainer spotlight.
And we pay tribute to Pacey Midland.
The annual meeting of the United States Trotting Association was held in Columbus. Board members from across the country met to elect officers, adopt rule changes, and discuss other matters related to harness racing. Incumbents Joe Feraldo and Mark Lowy were reelected as chairman and vice chairman of the USTA board. The USTA approved 6 rule and bylaw changes, including all infield ponds at extended parimutuel tracks need to be enclosed by a fence or barrier. And the USTA honored the OHHA's executive director Renee Mancino with the President's Award for her outstanding leadership and dedicated service to the standardbred horse and horseman. The USTA cited Mancino for her exemplary commitment to the growth of the harness racing industry and her compassion for the equine athletes.
I'm honored to receive this year's President Award. Given annually, from what I understand, to someone that supports the great sport of harness racing for what can be a multitude of different reasons. And I'm flattered to join the esteemed list of prior President's Award recipients. Being raised in the horse racing business and spending a lifetime of service to the sport, it just doesn't seem quite right to get an award for something that comes so effortlessly for me. Being a horseman's representative and a horse lover, all I ever wanted to do is be around these beautiful equine athletes.
The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association outreach program headed to Worcester for the Ohio State ATI Equine Center for the annual ATI Field Day. The OHHA booth highlighted the careers available in harness racing while testing the attendees' knowledge with harness racing trivia and horse anatomy. About 50 people attended the event. Outreach was also on display as the staff of Eldorado Scioto Downs were at the Ashford of Grove City for a Hawaiian beach party. The Scioto Downs staff served lunch, passed out leis, and played games with the Ashford residents.
Nomination for Ohio Stakes races closed on March 15th. The OHHA staff is busy entering the horses eligible for the 2- and 3-year-old stake races. Horses have been nominated to the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, the Ohio Fair Championships, the Ohio Fair Stakes, the 4 Ohio Fair Circuits, and other events, including the Ohio Breeders' Championships and the Grand Circuit events at the Delaware County Fairgrounds. Nominations for the OSS, BSS, Fair Championships, and Ohio Fair Racing Conference should be posted to the OHHA website by mid-April.
Production is underway for the 2023 Freshman Focus. The OHHA video crew with host Roger Houston is covering the state of Ohio looking at 2-year-olds in training. The first edition of Freshman Focus will be this year, April 6th, with trainer Steve Carter. Speaking of Steve Carter, he, driver Brett Miller, and Don Tiger, the owner of Charlie May, will have to wait a little longer to see if Charlie May is declared the winner of the 2021 Meadowlands Pace. The New Jersey Racing Commission met and considered the Administrative Law Judge Andrew Barron's report and recommendation to reverse the placing violation on Charlie May in the race which declared him the winner of the Meadowlands Pace. After discussing the matter, the New Jersey Racing Commission did not follow the judge's recommendation and rejected his recommendation. That means the disqualification stands and Charlie May is placed 9th. Tiger says they'll be appealing the commission's decision to the New Jersey Appellate Court. When we return, Frank has our trainer-driver spotlight, and we catch up on all the action from the tracks.
With over 30 years of experience in wealth planning and a lifetime of involvement in harness racing, Matt Franklin at Wire to Wire Wealth can help you build a financial plan that addresses the unique circumstances of those involved in the horse racing industry. Whether you are investing to build wealth, protect your family, or preserve your assets, Matt at Wire to Wire Wealth will work with you through the wealth planning process from start to finish.
Welcome back to Ohio Harness Update, joined now by Pat Malloy Jr. in our driver trainer spotlight for this month. And Pat, thanks for taking a few minutes with me today. How'd you get started in this business?
I was raised, my folks was in the standard bred business.
Now, you drive and you train. What do you
Yes.
like better?
Probably training, less anxiety, less stress. Don't have to critique myself near as much.
Are you tough on yourself after a bad drive?
Tougher than anybody.
Now, trotters or pacers?
I like both. I like a really nice trotting horse, probably the best.
How many you got in your barn right now?
15.
Now, as a trainer, driver, do you ever let ego get in the way and take yourself off a horse and put somebody else on it?
No, I'll take myself off in a minute. I think them younger guys, some of them can get way more out of a horse than I can, and it frustrates me, but I have to accept it.
What's the best part of your job?
Oh, getting up and going to the fairgrounds in the morning and nobody's around and the sun's coming up and it's quiet and it's just me and the horses and they don't talk back.
What's the worst part of the job?
Oh, sometimes the hours and getting tired and just dealing with stress of it.
Now, you're very hands-on, I've heard. You also shoe your own horses.
Yeah, I like to shoe some. If you can fix a problem, it gives you a little self-satisfaction working with them.
How difficult is it shoeing horses? You hear so many of these guys saying it's tough, it's hard, it's physical.
It maybe is, but once you've messed with it your whole life and you kind of got your own technique to it, it's not that bad. You just got to psychologically do it. You can't stress yourself out.
Now, do you own most of your own, or do you have other?
Yeah, we want to be owner-operators.
Do you take other owners?
Not often. We can't please ourselves. There's no way we could please other people.
What's on Pat Malloy's bucket list in harness racing?
Oh, I don't know. I want to retire. One of the best things I ever did was work for Brian Brown, because all the stress was on him and I just do what they tell me and mess with nice horses.
How close are you to that retirement?
Not nearly close. I'm like lots of other horse trainers. I've not made all the right moves.
Well, Pat, thank you for giving us a few minutes today. We appreciate it, and good luck in 2023.
All right, thank you.
That's our driver spotlight today.
We honor 2 sets of grooms this month. Our February grooms are Valerie Pitzer and Susie Turley. Our March grooms are Adam Beatty and Candace Winters. Valerie is from Xenia, Ohio, and works for Christy Noble. She has been in the business for 11 years and started working for Noble as soon as she graduated high school. Working as a groom, she keeps a close eye on all the horses to make sure they're happy and healthy. Susie is a third-generation horsewoman and works at the Winter Circle Training Center for trainer Ron Burke. She loves the horses and has been around them all her life. Being born into the harness racing industry, she knew right away this is what she wanted to do for the rest of her career. Adam Beatty is the first of our March grooms. Adam works for his father, Sandy, at the Winter Circle Training Center. He has worked as a groom for the last 30 years. Growing up in the business, in his free time, Beatty likes to golf and hunt. Candace Winters works for Mark Winters, located in Washington Courthouse, Ohio. She has been a part of the industry for the last 12 years. She worked for Jim Cargo while she was in high school and has been involved ever since. It's horses all the time for Winters.
On the track in March, Salzbrook Genesis now shares the title as the fastest horse ever at Miami Valley. On March 15th, he tied the 149 record set by Nuclear Dragon in 2018. The 5-year-old son of Sunshine Beach won the $30,000 open handicap for driver Chris Page.
Robert again inside, Salzbrook Genesis outside, 121, 27-2 backside, and Salzbrook Genesis takes over the lead. Rolling Like Thunder, trying to close in for Tetrick. Squeezing out, cashed up, 3 wide. Caviar Eaton, top of the stretch on their way home, and Salzbrook Genesis with the lead. Rolling Like Thunder, trying to get to him. Little Rocket Man from far back. It's Salzbrook Genesis to win it. Salzbrook Genesis from Rolling Like Thunder. Little Rocket Man and cashed up, 149. And that equals the fastest mile ever here at Miami Valley.
Just 1 week later, Let It Ride N also equaled the record as Dan Noble drove the son of Rock and Roll Heaven, who tripped the wire in 149.
3 wide, your wish is granted into the stretch, and it's Let It Ride. He has drawing away with every stride from General Idea. Let It Ride is on cruise control. Let It Ride from General Idea. 3-horse photo for show. Let It Ride equals the track record.
Virgil Morgan trainee Alexis Sky, who missed most of 2022 with a leg injury, has rebounded in 2023. She has won 5 straight Mares Open paces at Miami Valley dating back to February. Her March 2nd victory in 1:49.4 was the second fastest mile by a female in the track's 10-year history, just missing the great Sharton Ends 1:49.3 Grand Circuit track record performance in 2018 by 1/5 of a second.
27-2 backside. It's Alexis Sky still with the lead in the spotlight, and Grace Rocks giving pursuit. 3 back. Secret Side Piece and Passionate Deo couldn't keep pace into the stretch. It's Alexis Sky by 2 in the spotlight to the inside. Grace Rocks outside through the wire. Alexis Sky to win it in 1:49.4. Just a 1/5 of a second off of Sharton's track record. Alexis Sky, 1:49.4.
Some of the finals for the Miami Valley Memorial Series and Legend Lake Closer Series have been completed. The Jim Daly Memorial went to Tallhurst Santana A. The Daly Memorial honors the legacy of the late Hall of Fame trainer Jim Daly and showcases high-level condition pacers at 3 different distances: 5/8 mile, 1 mile, and the 1 1/4 championship. Daly meant it when he said, "You might beat me with a better horse, but not because he's in better shape."
Grant me a wish that it is Big Booty Rudy and JW's Chrome. They've paced the mile in 1:51.4, and they're still going, and it's Tallhurst Santana taking over from American Dreamer. 3 wide, Nuclear Dragon beyond a light in between horses, looking for racing room. Velocity Pop Rocks, top of the stretch on their way home. It's Tallhurst Santana. Nuclear Dragon in the center of the track is coming on and coming at him. Late pace from Grant Me a Wish on the far outside. Tallhurst Santana, Nuclear Dragon, Grant Me a Wish still coming. Tallhurst Santana almost there. Tallhurst Santana to win it.
In the Rave Paver Senior Memorial for non-winners of 4 parimutuel races, What's Up Cupcake with Dan Noble led the way in the $25,000 final.
Seat room 3 wide for Ready. As they come to the top of the stretch, it's still What's Up Cupcake. Kilovolt Diamond still digging for Ready, center of the track. Inside Vel Jail Bondsman through the stretch. What's Up Cupcake has opened up 2 for Ready. And Hill of a Diamond still giving chase. What's Up Cupcake draws clear to win it by 3. What's Up Cupcake takes the Ray Paver Senior Memorial 1:55.1.
And congratulations to Randy Bendis, who notched his 4,000 training win with Muscle Up the Gold.
Harness racing lost one of its colorful characters this month with the passing of Pacey Midland. Pacey passed away March 7th. A lifelong resident of Southwest Ohio, the Wizard was an owner as well as a renowned handicapper. Pacey bought his first horse in 1966 and over the years owned 142 horses, including Lightning Wave, who won a heat of the Little Brown Jug. His horses won 3 Ohio Sire Stakes championships and 2 in Indiana. He is remembered by his longtime friend, Roger Houston.
Pacey Midland. Oh, we've been lifelong friends. First knew Pacey just as an individual attending Lebanon Raceway. Then he got his associate judge's license and worked some of the county fairs that I did as well back in the early 60s. He's had some great horses over the years. One of them, in my opinion, was Lightning Wave, who won the division of the Little Brown Jug in 1969. A horse that I had an opportunity to jog one day at Pompano Park prior to the Jug. Pacey Midland will be missed, not by just the fans of harness racing, but his beloved wife, Debbie. Over the years, Pacey and I had numerous handicapping battles. He would win some and I'd win others. But it reminded me of one night at the Darke County Fair in Greenville, Ohio. I don't think either one of us picked a winner that night, but Pacey always found something to be on the positive side. And he started telling everybody, "Hey, I just gave him the superfecta box. I pointed out rather quickly, Pacey, that was only a 4-horse field. That was Pacey Midland. Pace, baby, pace. Trot, baby, trot. Pacey, we love you, and we're certainly going to miss you.
In addition to handicapping, Pacey was an associate judge for parts of 20 years, working at Lebanon and Latonia Raceway and several county fairs. But it was handicapping that Pacey loved. Every night in Miami Valley, he was introduced as the world's greatest handicapper by track announcer Barry Vickroy.
We can't get started until he gives you the words.
In these immortal words, pace, baby, pace, good luck to all.
Pacey was 81 years old and is survived by his wife of 33 years, Debbie. And finally, the staff of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association sends its condolences to the family and friends of those who have recently passed away.
That'll wrap up this edition of Ohio Harness Update.
If you want to become a member, you can visit our website at ohha.com for more information.
We hope to see you at a track real soon.
This has been Ohio Harness Update. Ohio Harness Update is brought to you by Matt Franklin, Wealth Advisor at Wire to Wire Wealth. This has been a production of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.